As you see, that one's heavily corroded. We're just working on a Mercedes B-Class today. We'll be replacing that brake pipe. But on the near side front, I've already put a stop one in there. Then two have already been replaced. So we've stopped the brake fluid from coming out by putting that little stop end on there. And I've removed the brake pipe from the actual car now. So this gives you an idea of what the angles you need to create out of copper when making this brake pipe. Well, I'll show you. So what you'll need: a brake pipe cutting tool, some actual brake pipe, copper brake pipe. You need the identical flares that yours uses. Sorry, flares, brake pipe ends, and then you flare your end of your pipe in the machine. As we're going to be using 3/16 operation 1 and operation 2, all greased up and ready to go. You just want to put your pipe. What I like to do is keep my pipe either flush with the end of this, or maybe just a touch past, but nothing too close to that, because you can end up double flaring it, and that's really not what you want, because you want a nice sealed join on your brake pipes. Step 2, shape your brake pipe. So what you want to do is lay it out, so allow a bit of extra pipe, so when you're putting it into the machine and squashing the end, you're compensating for that where it's squashed there, so it's right there. Awesome. About there. You're going to grab your pipe cutting tool. Tighten it, spin it, tighten it, spin it, and just keep doing that until it cuts it. Awesome. What we're going to do next is flare them. Over about there, and that's when I clamp it down. Put your top on, just over there. Top on top of there with a flare then on this side, obviously, and then just squash the handle. Awesome. Because we're putting a nail end on there, it just needs to be operation 1. There we go, and that right there is a perfect flare. Remember to put your ends on. One on this side, one on the other. Perfect flare, spot on. So we've got 2 flared ends on the brake pipe. What we're going to do now is shape it. What do you guys think? I think that looks alright. So here we have the two identical brake pipes. We're going to swap that over to there because that's just to stop like your brake pipe rubbing onto your body, where it bends around the corner just round here. The brake pipe goes round, so you want that bit of rubber in its original position to stop it from rubbing against the body. So the line follows there, all nice and straight, perfectly down here, perfect bend. Where it touches the body you have this bit of rubber like you used to have before, and then the line connects perfectly. Now we're just going to bleed it off. Always make sure your brake fluid bottle reservoir is topped up during the process of changing your brake pipes. Right, so in the next part of the process I'll be showing you guys how to use a handheld brake flare. Dead easy, this one, very easy. So you got a line inside there, so what you're going to do is line that up so it's perfect in line. Tighten your two e-Torx bolts down, or whatever your handheld brake flaring tool uses. Right, perfect. So we'll start with operation 1, where it flares it, cones it, and then we'll go in op 2, because this is going to be the female end, because we're using the female end on there, which is going to slide on there obviously, and then the male one will be headed that way, so I just op 1 on that side that needs to be carried out. Spot on. Right, always remember, it's good practice, just put a bit of copper slip at the end of your brake pipe flaring tool. Alright, so operation 1 first. And then operation 2. There you go. Cut off, and there we have a female flare. Slides over there. Perfect. So on the other side, we're just wanting op 1 done. Awesome. On the line. Happy days. Should stay in position. Yeah, spot on. And again, this side is just op 1, so very quickly. Very easy to use tool. This is the cheapest brake pipe flaring tool you can get. All you need is a pipe cutter and a handheld tool. You can make your own brake lines in your car. Obviously you want your flare ends, you want to make sure you've got a different selection of flare ends, because every car uses different ones. Most of these just, I actually don't know the proper size of these. That's just the universal ones. I always just compare whatever I take off a vehicle, compare it, and always change your flares. Lovely. Male end on this side. Male. Female. Spot on. Dead easy. Now it's time to bleed the brakes off. So we have an easy bleed tool. So all that means we've got that cap goes on there, right? And that cap routes all the way to your reservoir, pumping fluid into it. How does it automatically pump fluid through your reservoir and through your brake system? Because you test the other end, obviously, as it says, max 20 psi. So you got 20 psi in this tyre. I'm going to put that on there. Make sure that's on right. See, constant air blowing through it. There we have it. All routed in, constantly pumping fluid. Nice good bit of fluid flowing straight into our reservoir. And as we do that, starting from the closest to the pump, bleed this brake off first, then there, and there, and there. And then again here, 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 here. The easy bleeds make sure that the brakes bleed off perfectly, and obviously you watch out for air bubbles. As long as you have a good continuous flow, move on to the next one and continue that until there is no air bubbles left at all. See, that's air, and now we have fluid coming through. Let's see that off a bit more. Awesome stuff. That's what we want to see.